Okay, what a world we live in. A full set of Costco Kirkland golf clubs. Every club in this bag you can pick up next to the toilet roll, the baked beans, and of course the jacuzzi, if that's what you want. What can we score today here at Waterfront Golf Club? A gorgeous 9-hole, incredibly challenging golf course as well. And let's not forget we have the Kirkland golf balls and of course the brand new Kirkland gloves. They've actually improved these, Chris, did you know? You get 4 now as well. So realistically, outstanding value for money. Guys, get in the comments below what we're going to shoot here at Waterfront Golf Club. I think level par would be a good effort. Let's send this Kirkland down there and get started. You know, for a first swing of the day at 6:45 AM, that's insane. That could have gone a lot worse. And to be honest, not much better. Now, it's going to come as no shock to you all that I'm a huge fan of the Costco Kirkland golf products, the driver, the irons, the wedges, the putter, and of course the golf ball, which started it all off. A lot of people think we get paid to promote these, we don't, but then the video yesterday that I did with the PXG driver, people thought we were paid to promote that. We just like showing off clubs that we feel like can help your game, potentially help your budget like these ones, and the Tacoma clubs and the Cali clubs. But also, if I feel like a club is the best in class for the year, I'm going to concentrate on that. I'm going to show you guys that so that you can go and try it for yourself and either agree or disagree. Right, we are in play. What a morning we've got. Perfect for golf. So just up in the right-hand rough with the opening shot of the day. That is a big drive though down this hole. We don't have too far in. One thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to take my time and concentrate to actually get a good score going. It's coming into the season now, so I want to make sure I'm doing my best, and that means getting yardages. Melcy PF1, 137 playing 135. Flags at the back, so you don't want to go long here, just a nice wedge, ball above feet. Should move to the left. Like that, be good. Be good. Get up. Not a bad start. Bit duffy actually that as well. Guys, do me a favour, get in the comments below. What are your favourite Costco golf clubs so far? Is it the driver? Is it the irons? Is it the putter or the wedges? Because they're going a little bit unsung at the moment with them being out for so long. But realistically, you can get a good bag now for circa $1,000. I'm not saying that's cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but when you're talking driver, irons, wedges, putter, and balls and gloves, all you're really missing is the bag for $1,000 or pounds, depending on where you are. Right, this is what we have for the opening birdie. Plenty of stop as well here, which is quite nice to say that we are talking, once again, budget. And I'm a huge fan of budget golf clubs. I've mentioned already in today's video the Tacoma irons, the Cali golf clubs, and even, I suppose that's really it, isn't it? But lots more coming. Come on, birdie the first would be a delight. Took a jump. Oh, the jump robbed it. The jump robbed it. You can see on the dew line where it just took that little skip and it was bang on line with the Performance Plus lining, if we can ever see that. But that is a par. And to try and keep on the subject of Costco golf clubs today, because this is what the video is about, having tested the ball 4 numbers against some of the biggest name golf clubs out there and some of the most expensive golf clubs out there, they don't quite stack up. But then would you expect them to stack up with the price that you're paying? If the ball speed's down a little bit, the spin rate's a little bit high, maybe you're 5 to 10 yards behind, is that still a victory for Costco? Personally, I feel like it probably is. And I feel like the more average golfer maybe wouldn't even see the differences that we've seen. Brett, for example, my friend who has these Kirkland irons, in fact, these are his today, I borrowed them off him, he doesn't really see the big differences that we see. He doesn't really see the big problems of the ball speed. Ooh, a tee. Tell you what a roller coaster we've got today. Love finding a tee. Sometimes I like finding a tee more than like finding a ball. Right, can we just draw it off that bunker on the right? Driver head shape is gorgeous, by the way. Full reviews are in the description below. And that is absolutely gorgeous again. Really feel like if you get this out there, where that's out of. Right, that's down there on the par 5. The only issue being we don't have any fairway woods or hybrids because they don't do them yet. And I do feel like I've probably tested these Kirkland golf clubs as extensively as anyone has, so I do have a really kind of good opinion on them. Feel and strike wise, they all feel really good. They all perform like you'd want them to in that area. Huge thanks to Gabe from No Laying Up for giving me the driver as well. Gabe, you're an absolute legend. Go check his channel out, guys. I'll link that in the description below as well. He tested it with a better shaft in, and that was really interesting. Would you like to see me do that and see potentially what differences I see? Get in the comments below and let me know. Right, just down the left-hand side of this fair, a little bit of run out today as well, which we haven't had for a very long time. I don't think we can get there, you know. It's 230, 40 plus. I've got the 4-iron. The 4-iron for me is one of the better looking clubs, actually. I could use this as a bit of a potential driving iron sort of thing. Anywhere near front edge would be brilliant. And then rely on the Kirkland wedges. I've hit that so good, that's all over it if it's long enough. And that's the thing, like, you can hit exceptional golf shots that feel ridiculous. That felt ridiculous. No towel today, which is annoying. That felt ridiculous. Kirkland ball, Kirkland iron. The big thing, you know what the best things are? The balls are good. A lot of people like my Golf Spy saying the new golf balls are not as good as the previous ones. I don't know what's happened there to be honest, but the best products are these. Most people use golf gloves, don't they? And rather than going spending 20, 30 pound on a FootJoy or anything else, it's like 20 quid for 4. Probably last you most of the season for most golfers, and they're fantastic value and fantastic quality as well, but size down because I'm usually ML and ML's too big. This is medium. Are we up there? I think it's just on the front edge, isn't it? I must say I forgot how narrow it was on the entrance to this green, and that's a really, really accurate 4-iron, and you can see it's not really, it's not released, in fact it might have even pitched here. It's not released very far. We'll give that a clean and have a chip for eagle. Definitely thinking it wasn't the day for a white carry bag, but there we go. It's got to break right to left when it lands. This is the lob wedge. Go on. Ah, it just skipped on the dew. So close. I have had a nightmare today not bringing a towel out. A nightmare. Now putter-wise, putter was it the first thing or the second thing? What came first, the putter or the wedges, or the chicken or the egg? And this is decent, like a lot of people don't like it. It does feel firm, but then I don't particularly mind that. You'd get used to that very quickly. And if you're new to golf, you don't even know what firm feels like anyway, do you? So definitely has plenty of tech in there to help. Birdie putt. Let's concentrate. Don't give the hole away. Oh, it snuck in. It snuck in, guys. That's 1 under through 1. What's the course record? Okay, that might be premature, but you need to ask, don't you? Also, can we determine how close that was to missing, looking at that dew line, by the way? Very, very lucky indeed. Now, it's going to be an interesting game plan here, and there's a reason why I wanted to do this video here at Waterfront Golf Club, because first of all, it's a really enjoyable course, but also it's a very challenging course off the tee, and we don't have any fairway woods or hybrids. It's either driver or 4-iron, and the white tees are still out even in winter. So basically we need to hit driver, and we need to hit it well. The head cover's an issue. The head cover's too tight, just to most of my clothes this year. But again, I just see little baby draws on this golf course. I just see starting it down the right and letting it come back in. Whether or not that happens might be a different story, but I've got wet hands as well, which is really annoying. There's a hazard on the right, so you can't leave it there. Stay there. Stay there. That's going to be close. There's a little track down the left. Talked myself out of leaving it right, and that was just that little bit toey. I guess the good thing is you don't mind losing the balls because Kirklands aren't that expensive, are they? The last thing you'd want to do is go and lose Pro V1s, TP5s, or Chrome Tours. I'm hoping that's a Kirkland. I mean, if it is, it's not ideal, but we have certainly gotten away with it looking at where we are. The green's over there. Be a Kirkland. It's got to be. We're first out this morning, and it is. It's not lying great, but to be honest, I'm going to take my medicine here, I think. 140. Obviously, the trees are in the way. Snap hook a little low 7-iron. Go. Go. It's going to be short, but the bush took it out of it, unfortunately. Bloody bush. No one to blame there but myself, realistically. Just a bad drive. We actually got away with it. Looks like we're going to have a pitch and a putt for par. say chip, but I don't think it's that close to the green. Now this is interesting, so obviously with the wedges you get 3 in the box. You get 52, 56 and 60. I like the 52. I really like it for kind of little knockdown shots. Here's kind of perfect for it. Land it just on the front. It will grab a little bit, but it's moist underfoot. The greens are still dewy and there's going to be moisture in these grooves no matter what you do, and moisture on the ball, so you're not going to get the receptiveness or the spin. But with these wedges you can sort of flight them down a little bit. Just realised it says carbon steel on there. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Carbon steel. This 30. Let it release. Go on, be good, be good, be good. Oh, that's perfectly landed. Go in. Oh! I have just as much enjoyment with these as anything. Maybe even more so, because I feel like I'm saving money. We all like doing that. We have that to stay under par. And you see, a lot of this boils down to understanding what you're trying to do, where you're trying to land it, and what the ball's going to do after that. That is so close to one of the most ridiculous birdies ever. But if you try to send one in spinning, a high floating spinning with moist grooves, with a moist ball onto a pretty damp green, it's not going to happen for you. And you might think, oh, it's the clubs, where realistically, it ain't the clubs. You could do that with an expensive Vokey in a Pro V1 and it'd do the same thing. I feel like that was a little get out of jail free card with that chip. 1 under. And you see, I find this very interesting because over those opening 3 holes, if I had a set of golf clubs that cost £5,000 instead of £1,000, would I be any better off than 1 under par? Probably not. I know 3 holes is a very small sample, so that's why I wanted to come out and do the full kind of round here at Waterfront Golf Club, but this is where I might come unstuck. 215 yards, we don't have a 3-wood, we don't have a hybrid, it's 4-iron or driver, but it's not driver. If we can just play this short, then play a good chip. I don't think we're going to get there because it's uphill as well. Par 3, by the way, did I mention? I've hit that so bad. I've tried to give that everything I've got and we've got about 100 yards left. No club would help that. That was terrible. Come on, Costco, we need a hybrid. Bring us a hybrid, but then we might get sued again. I'm not going to talk about the lawsuit in this video because I've done that already in another video, but if you didn't know, TaylorMade are suing Kirkland over the irons, so it could be very interesting to see what happens there. So much so you can't even really get them at the minute. So I think you can still get the driver at some point, but yeah, lawsuits over golf clubs and things. What a world we live in. I absolutely hate this hole. It's lying not amazingly, not bad, and that's what we have left. I think I have a full wedge left into the par 3, but here we go. Be the club. Should be flag high, just a bit left. I dare say this hill's taken bigger scalps than me. Maybe not, I don't know. And that's what we have. Would you say that's a chance at par? I suppose it's all about just not compounding errors with errors, isn't it? Making sure you don't make double. Keep a double off the card and you're going to be all right today. I feel like we might be going back to level here though. I will say though, not bad stopping out the rough. To see how wet it is, we'll take that all day. This time of year you can't really rely too much on you scrambling. Greens just don't really let you do so. Make sure you get the pace right. We'll move that, whatever that is, off the line. I don't want to touch that. Ugh. Go on, go on, go on, go on. You've left it short. I'm getting a gorgeous roll with this and a really, really nice start line as well. Just not quite got the pace on that one. Unfortunately, that's going to be a bogey. And back to level. I do love coming out early this time of year and getting your feedback on your rolls with the dew. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Really helps you as well understand where you are with your putting, what's your start line like, what's your read like as well. Was that the line you envisaged? For me, it was. But with every cloud, there is a silver lining. Par 5 next. We might just be able to, we need to boom the drive. We need to keep the drive in play, to be honest. Like, we've not really been doing that well, but keep it in play, boom it down there. A huge 4-iron, and then probably a chip and 3 putts for a bogey. One thing I will say here today at Waterfront, you're not going to play a golf course much longer at this time of year in the UK, or a golf course that's playing longer, because it's very damp underfoot. You're not getting really any rollout, so realistically, unless the wind was up, this is as hard and as long as it's going to play. That's why I think level's an okay score. I'd rip your hand off for level. That head cover's like a bicep workout every time. Right, I mentioned about wind. I'm starting feeling a bit now into the wind this. There's no point trying to nail this, just keep it in play. Nice. That's one of them, it's like a heely, really spinny one. Come out fairly low and you can sort of see you can get the feedback with this club really easily. You can really feel where it's come out of the face just by looking at the ball flight realistically. That's not going to be down there that far. That'll be around 200 and probably 40, maybe 250 into the wind. But realistically, you can still play from there. And if I'd have got it more out the toe, I might have been able to sneak 255, 260 into this wind on the moist fairway. How good does that look, by the way? I think that looks really good. But then no one's saying that these clubs don't look good, are they? No one's saying that they've made a hash of them. In fact, rather the opposite. And that's why I think TaylorMade have had such a bit of a nightmare bringing them more into the limelight. Okay, so we've just missed a fairway on the left. We're quite a long way back. I don't think we're going to be able to get up there. You can see it's a front left-hand flag, but realistically, it's too far. It's around 250. Again, just need like a hybrid or a 3-wood or something. I should have probably put maybe something in that you can get from Costco, like one of the Cobra ones or the Callaway ones, but I wanted to keep it Kirkland. I'm going to clean this because it's filthy. I could probably drop it actually, because I think we're... That might be in the bunker. Fly. I'm hoping that's over it. I feel like that might have still had mud on it because it didn't feel like a right shot. It felt like a left shot actually. Just praying that we've carried that, because that's just that awkward yardage that you really don't want into that flag there. It's looking promising because I can't see it. And I've struck it really well, so I don't think it would be short of it. If it's over this, it does open up quite nicely to that flag. That flag's a really interesting location where if you favour the right side, you're in a much better position. It's definitely not in the bunker, so there's that. Now we just don't want it on the downslope. Have we reached? Oh, it's there. Not quite in the fairway, but it's opened up nicely. Do we go 52 short again, maybe? Again, just thinking that we've not got a lot of green to work with. We're into the wind, so we might get a bit of spin, but we're also in the rough. And there's very dewy green, so you're not going to get the spin element. 52 just short, release up. Sit. Oh, that's perfect. These wedges are so good. You know, for people who want new wedges, fell over then, people who want new wedges and want a pack so you get all the same. And Costco do actually do a volume 2 of these now. These are the original, the OG Kirkland Signature milled face wedges. And realistically, I think these represent excellent value for money, especially when you can play shots like that. That's to get back under par. And you see, I often think this, because whenever I do a wedge video, no one really watches it, no one really cares about wedges. And wedges are the club that help you build a score, help you get your handicap down, help you become a much better golfer. Yes, drivers are sexy, they're nice to hit a long way, and everyone wants to know what the latest and greatest is. But very rarely do you hit a driver that close. Landed exactly where I wanted it to as well. That was the shot again. You know, a younger me there plays lob wedge all day and doesn't get this close in 10 attempts. Get in, back under, every cloud and all that. All you got to do is birdie the par 5s and don't mess up the rest. And the silver lining continues because the next hole is my favourite hole on this golf course. It's a par 3 from the back tee, it's around 170 yards. Bunker shot right, we're going to be into the wind again, but I think it's a gorgeous looking golf hole. Probably playing quite difficult today actually, so maybe that silver lining's just been clouded over a bit. I've never stood here, I feel like this is playing so long. 166. Is that a 7? I feel like into the wind it's more. I'm going to try and play a low 6. 165 is a 7-iron number for me, and these Kirklands do go quite a long way with them featuring that hollow body design and fairly strong lofts, but can I just play a nice little, versatile chippy 6, cutting into that flag. Flag's over the bunker, it's a bit of a sucker pin really. Stay there, stop cutting. Just carry the bunker then. Oh, it's in the bunker. I think that's so bad. Just hit a full 7. Example, if I hit a full 7 here, that's at it. You watch. Oh no, it's short as well. Full 6 it was. Note to self, don't proclaim something as your favourite hole until you've hit the tee shot into the wind. Because this is playing tough today. It's probably like a 5 iron. Do we have 2 in? Oh, look where that one pitched as well. Is it in? Yeah, both in. You know what? It wasn't even close. It's pitched in the front of the bunker. And that one was the 7 iron. The wedges have saved you so far. Rather than thinking up and down for par, think this is for birdie. Oh, that is majestic. That is so good. It was too good. It spun. Spun on a moist downslope. That's how good those wedges are. That noise at impact. Thud. Probably going to be another bogey looking at that, but thud. And I think that's where potentially I could have hit 56, but I just did not. I thought with the downslope it would release down. I didn't think it would literally land and then stop there. 10, 12 feet uphill for par. We've just not hauled anything of length, have we? I think if you're going to have a good round, you've got a couple of these to go in. You know when you look from behind the hole and then you just end up confusing yourself because you thought it went the other way and now you think, how on earth can it go that way? I think it does go that way. I don't like aim pointing when it's dewy like that because it kind of gives you a bit of a target. If this, I'm going to aim this left edge, and if it does go, I'll be amazed. Everything in my being feels like this should go right to left. Oh, it has as well. Oh, it went further! Oh! I thought we had it. Look at that. You awful game. Awful game. Back to level. And again, can't really blame the putter there. It was a nice stroke. It was a nice roll. The pace was good. Just maybe needed to aim a little bit. I needed to trust my read a little bit more, but bogey. Bogey. Birdie, bogey. What have we gone? Birdie, bogey. Birdie, bogey. Wonderful. Level through 6. Well, hopefully we keep that run going because the silver lining here is that this hole's a little bit shorter and it's downwind. So we can boom a drive maybe just over that corner and leave ourselves with not a long club in. Not really bad drives today. We've not really many good ones. We need 3 good ones on these closing 3 holes. And that is as good as I've got. That's where you feel like you put this in the hands of like a really good golfer like Rory or any tour pro, and they'll just adjust their swing to bring the spin down a bit and absolutely smash it a million miles. I hate it when you can't get your driver in the bag. That is just what we needed down this hole. Position A. I actually feel like the wind's died now. We played those 2 holes into the wind and then there's like not a... Oh my God, we can't have much more than 140 here, surely. 136. Downwind, if anything. Is it a full wedge or a 9? Is it a full wedge or a 9? Downwind. Dog walk along. I'm going to go full wedge. This is like the most important shot of the round. I need to get this decision right. 9. It's 9. Be the club. It's all over it if it's the club. Don't be long. I think that's gone long. I mean, I don't think it's terribly long, but I think a wedge is perfect. It's funny now, because having tested these so much, in the simulator they do go miles, but I feel like out here I don't trust them to go the distance. So I just try and play knockdowns instead. I'm not sure exactly how long it is, but it's certainly on the fringe. You can see it, can't you, there? Not my best. I mean, to be honest, it was a good shot. It was the wrong club. It felt good. The ball flight was nice. It was a lovely fade. It's probably an outside chance at best, isn't it? Well, I can't believe it. Someone's been here before us this morning. And they look like the size 9s of Mr. Chris Dennis. But I can't see where we've pitched. I think we've pitched like here, haven't we? And just released it. Oh, is it pitched there? I can't tell where it's pitched, but it's long either way. Wedge would have been perfect. I'd love to put this, but there's just a tuft there that means I can't. If that didn't hit, I was thinking about taking the flag out, and if that didn't hit the flag, it would have been down there. Birdie, bogey, birdie, bogey, birdie. You know what's coming up. 1 under. These wedges are mint. Get in! Sometimes when the golfing gods offer you one back, you just have to take it. That was way more luck than judgment, but we are back to 1 under par. What a topsy-turvy round we've had. This is why I love coming here to Waterfront, because you do kind of have the highs and the lows. We now have 2 absolute beasts of par 4s to finish on. Yeah, we're going to need to hit that driver quite well down here. The wind, maybe I just didn't feel the wind when we were walking down it, to be fair, because it's still here. It's just what we need. I don't think it's going to run far, but it's down the middle. And you know what one of the keys is here? I'm loving this, and I hope you are as well, because I think if you can enjoy your golf on a budget and you don't take yourself too seriously, which I don't think I do, to be honest, you're always going to enjoy yourself more. You're always going to be happier with your game, but also with life as well. That's what I've come to terms with over the last couple of years. So 1 under, 2 left. If I can finish, to be honest, I've said if I can finish level, but now I'm under par with that rather fortuitous chip. 2 pars and I would be all over this. I've had a lovely old bloke following me the last few holes as well. He's really enjoying it, I think. He just keeps having a look to see how we're doing, asking me how the day's going. I think is that a whippet? Not sure what dog it is, but just enjoying his morning stroll, watching a bit of Kirkland golf. Sponsorshipping, if they want to sponsor me for a series, get in touch. Everyone thinks we're sponsored anyway, might as well be. Right, we actually got a bit of run out as well. This is one of the drier fairways, which is quite nice. What do we have in? 171 into wind, 5 iron at the middle of the green. Don't really want to mess with that front left flag, do you? So cut, cut. That's all over it if it's the club. Be good. I'll tell you what. Oh, I think that's really good. And again, turf interaction wise, absolute money with the Kirklands. I think the zoom might be better than my eyes here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, we didn't want to mess with the flag. We've pulled it onto the target, but often when you aim for the middle of the green and it's a left flag, that's generally what I do. You know, when it comes to challenges like this, I often think, because I do this for the mystery box challenge as well, don't I? And I generally play well in that. Just don't make mistakes. And that sounds ridiculous because nobody makes a mistake on purpose, but just do the simple things right. Hit fairways, aim at middle of greens, and if you're going to pull it, it's going to be on target. I do that so often. And then just make sure you hit the flag when you chip. I've got that for 2 under. Oh, mud on my hand as well. The white head covers, I quite like them, but I think I've picked the wrong day for this ensemble. Terrible day for it. In fact, a terrible 3 months for it here in the UK. And if that's the pitch mark, what I think it is, that is insane. It is it? I think it is, you know, that is crazy control from a hollow-bodied 5 iron from 170 odd yards out. Where's it pitched? Pitched there, look. Has it? Where's it pitched? It's annoying me that I can't see where that pitched. In fact, I'm going to leave that in. Downhill, helped on the last chip. You know, it's it. It's downhill, but it's dewy. Well, you'd take par on there all day, but rather disappointing. You just want to give him a chance, don't you? But par this, we've exceeded my expectations. The big thing I can say about these clubs as well, I've really enjoyed this. And if someone said, James, if you're going to carry on playing golf, you have to use these, I'd be like, okay, no problem. Might change the grips if I can, but even they're fine, to be honest. Just being pedantic. I'll do. Again, it's a high spinner, and I know, I mean, with the strike I know, but I know that if I hit a more premium expensive driver, it would go 10, 20 yards further, potentially. But then what do you expect and what do you deserve hitting a shot like that? It's in play, it's just going to be further back. Now, I know we're into the wind and it's winter, but that is a long way left in to this 18th hole. I think this is just 4 iron and then some, to be brutally honest. I've hit that unbelievably well. Might still be short, but that's one of the best swings I've put on here, front edge. So good, these clubs, so easy to launch. Realistically, you look at some of the shots we've had to play today, no hole has played a slouch. I don't think I've actually hit the pitching wedge once. It's all been 4-iron, 5-iron, 6-iron, and they've stood up to the task. They've used well. Really good and really enjoyable. Hopefully they get things sorted out with TaylorMade as well, because I feel like no matter what's happened, I love the fact that there's good quality clubs available for $499 or 300 and whatever pounds it's going to cost if they ever come to the UK. It'd be a shame to not have them. This, up and down for under par. Awful chip this, it needs to bank in. Can't go long. Release, release, release. That really is a testament to how good these wedges are. It really is under. So guys, let me know, what do you think? That is 9 holes here at the 9-hole golf course, Waterfront Golf Club. 1 under par. I mean, I'll tap that in because we don't do gimmies, but 1 under par here at Waterfront Golf Club. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Everything Costco, what do you think? Get in the comments below, and apart from that, I'll see you all at the same time tomorrow.